What's up, gamers, players, people, SWAT simulator, whatever. This is a lethal obsession. It's actually pretty relatively straightforward because I think there's only 3 enemy combatants in this one, so yeah, just less likely that you catch a stray bullet and unalive yourself. But you do have to kind of get lucky. I did find, though, on the few times that I played this mission, that if you kind of go around the right side of the house and down under that first balcony, more times than not, I think like 5 out of the 6 times I played this mission or tried this mission, the main guy, I forget his name, the main guy you're trying to arrest is in that room or the room next to it. And so you can kind of get away with incapacitating him, or I guess trying not to incapacitate him and get him to surrender so you can get the S rank. So that's what we're going to try and do. I think if you're quiet and sneak up to sneaky, be real sneaky like, he won't hear you. I didn't even see him in here. I think he's kind of around the corner to the left or something. So I just kind of, I think just ran right on in. But yeah, we'll find out here in a second. Checking for traps. I was actually surprised not to see a trap here because this door is trapped a lot of the times. I feel like I'm playing D&D and I'm like, I check for traps, take 10 steps. I check for traps, take 10 steps. I check for traps. But yeah, just kind of inch my way in. I'm still not trusting it, right? I'm like, no, he's definitely in here. Oh crap. So yeah, almost catch a stray bullet there, but then he surrenders. So yeah, we get real lucky with that one because there have definitely been times where I've shot him once or twice, like pepper sprayed him, hit him with a taser, and he still won't give up. And with Ironman mode, if you die, it's roguelike. You're just done. You just goes to black and your save file gets deleted. So I really like to make sure that he surrenders, and if he doesn't surrender, I'll just shoot him and then go back to exfil and try again. I also got super lucky that one of his friends wasn't down in this room as well. The times I played this mission before, there's been 2 people in this little chop shop room. And so that's been a little bit tough because I think these guys are not super willing to surrender all that much. But here we go, check for traps. Nice. So I am trying to stay in front of my squad as much as possible because I have died so many times on this Ironman mode and had to restart my campaign that it got super tedious to keep trying to perfectly optimize my squad's loadout. So, and they ended up just unaliving themselves far too often when they got in a gunfight because they didn't have lethal options to survive that fight. And in Ironman mode, that was pretty disappointing. So yeah, I ended up just taking the only lethal option, and then I'll just kind of stay in front, and if I feel like I need help, I will send them into the room after I've flashed, or have them flash and then kind of run in ahead of them or whatever. But in this case, you know, there's only 2 other people, and I know there's one on this floor somewhere because he wasn't on the lower floor, so kind of very slowly moving through because I know I have a pretty good chance of getting S here since I have already grabbed the main guy who in the past playthroughs has been very reluctant to surrender. Yeah, so we hear him somewhere. He's either in this room or the next room over. So I'm going to kind of move fast before he ends up trying to make a move and start shooting at my guys. And that was really, really close. I almost just ate all of those bullets. But we survived, so we got super lucky. It's always scary because if you've got your guys behind you and they do have, you know, lethal weapons, as soon as the firefighting starts, there's no real saving it. And then you're going to have to either exfil if it's a longer mission or just finish it really quickly and go try again. But thankfully, we stayed out in front of them quick enough, and we ended up taking that guy. So there's only one guy left somewhere in here, so check for traps. I always like to think through like how these guys. So what did they do? They went through the other bedroom, locked that door, and then went back in. But if this door's locked and nobody's in there, then how did the doors get locked? I guess they could have a key. But then they went around and started randomly locking doors. I know it's just procedurally kind of randomly assessed, but it's kind of funny to think through what these guys hold up in here, knowing SWAT was coming for them, what they were doing. But that door was unlocked, so I guess he could have gone around and locked it and then went out the other way. Couldn't remember if I had undone that trap already, and I also think that this door, yeah, it goes to the outside, so I don't really need to go outside right now. I think there might be one guy either on the balconies upstairs or constantly checking for traps. It's like even if it's not a doorway, I just so desperately don't want to get my guy killed. So I know there's probably the last guy up here somewhere, and we're so close, right? We just need to get one more guy, and then the threat is gone, and then we just have to be careful for traps and make sure we pick up all the weapons. So we are. Oh, oh, that was terrifying. Right, there's been so many missions where that's happened and I don't die, and then the very few missions where you turn the corner and you get a small burst of bullets right in your face, and then it just goes to black and it says your save has been deleted or whatever. And oh, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing when that happens. But hey, we did it. We did it. Look at that. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy kind of the commentary and just me waffling through, talking through the gameplay. Had some fun. It was a shorter video and a more basic one. So thanks for watching.